Okay, hello, how are you? Hey, so once you import my package into your Unity project, uh, everything is quite easy. So what you need to do is just import the WitNetwork prefab, found that prefab and import it, or you can uh, create a new object and add two scripts called the network event manager and network initializer in the same object, and then you can just register your method with these specific events, and it's all set up. So the only thing you need to consider in the settings, that um, the port IP address. Just let me just explain one by one. So what is the network mode? Network mode is like server or client. Now it is not the host and client, just like the in netcode. It's like you have to run the server, and then the clients will connect it to the server, and server will be the medium of the communication. So once uh, let's say that, like me, you have deployed your server, and your server, give me a minute please, and your server, you are running that server in your machine. So once your server is running, and the server mode, which is local or hosted. Local means that you want the your players connect locally, or you have some local network configuration. So once it is local, running on local. Where did it go? Sorry. Uh, the clients will connect to that local server seamless. Like it doesn't need to define, you doesn't need to give them the specific id, no matter, only if they are running on the same network they will be connected with each other automatically. And if you have hosted your server on some hosting site, or in any VPS server, then you just need to define that IP address. Okay. And you just need to define the IP address. And yeah, the port will be the same for the client, and of course the port will be the same. All right. So the group id, what's the group id? Now let's say that you want to group some clients together that they can only communicate with them with each other. So you assign them the same id. If the group id is 0 or less than 0 of any client, then they will be not considered in the group, and uh, the other clients which are also not in the group, they will be communicating with each other. So like group players are separated from them. Okay, and then we have this ping interval and time mode. So if your application is not focused, or the you have just closed your application, and the server needs to identify that your client is disconnected, so there is a deciding the timer, how often server and client communicate with each other with pings. So there is a just like a 5 second delay in ping, and if a client doesn't respond to, let's say, 10 pings, then he will be disconnected. That's it. That's the simple setting. and you can access the setting into going to tool with network settings. Here it is. You define your server client, and if you're building the server, then it will be automatically set to the server always, hosted or local. So you need to define it if your server is hosted somewhere. So, and then define your IP, keep the port to the default. Otherwise you can just set some port, whatever you like. So save. Okay, and here it is network initializer, auto start, auto communication initializer. We don't want some other hurdle, just keep it auto start, and keep these to check, and everything will be working great. So I have imported a sample in the package that you can use uh, to know, to understand how it is working. So okay, these are the all the events. You just need to register with these events for the communication. And how do you communicate with each other? So communication has been made so easy that you just need to call this communication manager so.instance. Now this is the in the resource. You don't need to define any commands in here. You have to define the commands from the code. So just sorry, just give it some command and set your callback, and so you register your command and you send your command like this. That's it. That's it. That's how you just communicate. Uh, that's how you communicate. Okay, so I had recorded some videos, but I'm too lazy to create, edit the video, so I'm recording it. So I'm just going to show you my recordings. So here I am running my server in the back end. All right. So there is a Windows server running, and as I um run my sample, it is automatically connected to the server successfully. You can see it in the logs, and then it joined the chat. See, and here is the recording from my mobile. So on the phone, it also connected without giving any IP errors, etc. So it all skip it and just connect it with the chat. And here I just enter the name, and so mm, here, and here we have this communication. See, okay, I hope this makes sense. That's it. Enjoy the asset, enjoy the easy network communication. And don't forget to give me the positive feedback. Thank you.